morning, everybody. So the beauty blondes are back, and as we asked you before for any questions on my Instagram that you would like to know, lots of you came back and asked specific things. So we turn over to the beauty guru who is going to tell you all the answers. The first question that came up was how to halt a sagging neck.
Okay, so the neck is a really difficult area. There's no sort of quick fix or easy answer. Depends on the degree of the sagging. I would say if it's a really, really bad problem, you might need to consider surgery because no amount of creams or non-invasive procedures are really gonna lift the skin.
So we're talking about a neck lift?
And we're talking about a neck lift, and usually they do a lower face lift at the same time. Most of the really top surgeons don't really consider doing this for people under the age of 50.
Okay.
The key time to do this is between, I'd say, 50 and 65. Above 65, your skin gets very, very thin, and surgery is not a great option. Just a caveat to say I'm not advocating surgery, but you know, obviously, if you feel that you have a massive problem, it might be one avenue you want to go down. And the best thing to do is to make sure you go to a surgeon that's properly accredited with BAAPS, which is BAAPS. And
what does that stand for?
The British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons.
Okay, fantastic. So make sure you do that.
And then, so if it's not such a bad problem, there are a number of things you can do. You can have Botox for these platysmal bands. People often call this tech neck because we are looking at our screens and our iPads and everything on our phones a lot. So these lines become more defined. I've got quite bad ones, so I'm always looking down. So a couple of shots of Botox, I haven't done this yet, it's on my to-do list, would soften these lines.
Okay.
If you're looking for skin tightening, there is a treatment called Ulthera, which uses ultrasound waves, which sort of target the muscle deep in the skin, and they sort of build collagen. So collagen is what gives your skin its spring and elasticity, and it kind of just tightens things up a bit.
So would that be preventative as well?
Yes, so I would say it's an expensive treatment. It's about £2,000 depending on where you go.
And how often do you need it?
Well, I think it would last about 18 months, maybe 2 years, but you wouldn't see the effects for about 2 to 6 months.
Yes.
So it's not a quick fix.
Okay.
And then finally, there is something called a thread lift, which again, they do it neck and lower face. It's where these little threads are inserted underneath the surface of the skin and pulled up under the surface of the skin. And they do two things. They sort of tighten and pull the skin, but also they create new collagen networks. They're made of, they're called PDO threads, and they're made of the same material you would use in a sort of dissolvable stitch that they use in normal surgery.
This is a very popular treatment at the moment.
Thread lifting is very popular, more so on the face, but also doctors like to do a combination of treatments. So depending on your problem, also if your jowls are a problem, you could have something called Cool Mini, which is part of Cool Sculpting. It's a new applicator that just fits onto the jowls and it freezes the fat cells and the wobbly bits.
Wow.
And the fat cells shatter and then are flushed out through your lymph. Again, it's not a quick fix. You need to wait 2 to 3 months at least to see the results, and it's not 100% result, it's just a bit of an improvement. 30% I would say improvement. So there are lots of different options for this. Okay. You just have to weigh it up. I would say the best thing to do is maybe to go and talk to a top cosmetic doctor, such as Dr. Tracy Mountford, Dr. Victoria Manning, or just to go on the BAAPS website for surgeons as well and just see who's accredited.
I mean, just as a side note, a lot of you know, if you've seen my YouTubes before, that I do a lot of laser skin tightening, which is, I think, about £275, something like that. I do that at Waterhouse Young. And I think that's preventative, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And I have that quite regularly, so I didn't know if that was another option.
That's another option. I just say, just don't waste your money on the creams. I think.
Yes. Forget it.
Forget it.
No.
Go with the cosmetic medicine, down the cosmetic medicine route.
Yeah. Olivia, the next question is freckle blitzers.
Yes.
Very appropriate for me, as I have tons of freckles.
You're the
Sun
queen of
kisses.
freckles. We love freckles, but obviously some people don't. There are lots of options. There is specialist skincare, but I want to talk about, there's a new laser. Well, new, it's not that new actually. There is a laser that people don't know about called PicoSure. It's usually used to treat tattoos, and it's different from heated lasers in the way that it's very targeted energy that is fired at a trillionth of a second, and it sort of breaks up and attacks the melanin in the skin, which gives the pigment, and it shatters it, and then it's flushed out through the body.
Wow.
So would that work? Yeah. It would work. Someone was asking if they could have it on their eyebrows.
Yeah.
It would work there because you're not heating up the hair follicles, so you won't be nuking your eyebrows while you're having this treatment. It's not a one-hit wonder. You would need to have about 4 to 6 treatments 1 month apart. And
how much would that be?
Well, I think it's a few £100 per treatment, and I would recommend the place to go is the Phi Clinic, which is PHI Clinic, which is on Harley Street. They have the largest collection of lasers in the country. They are the experts.
So if someone didn't like the freckles on their arms or on their body, could you use it on those large areas or not?
Yes, you could.
You could?
Yeah, you could. So we had a question about melasma, which can be triggered. It can be a sort of hormonal reaction in the skin. It's darkening. They sometimes call it the fox mask. You get it sometimes after you've had a baby.
And the pregnancy mask, which I actually got here. It looks like a load of joined up freckles, but it is actually.
I mean, obviously vitamin C is your key ingredient. It's a great skin brightener.
Yeah, love it.
There are prescriptive ingredients as well. But I just wanted to talk about this Cosmelan peel, which is offered at a lot of different clinics. And it contains 2 acids. It's an azelaic acid, which it's kind of kills off the bacteria on the skin, but it's also working on the cell production and cell turnover. And then there's kojic acid, which is derived from mushrooms, which is a big sort of skin brightener. You do this in a clinic, you have it painted on, it's a sort of mustardy colour, and you have to leave it on for 8 hours. You have to factor this in around your work life or your social life. So you would have it painted on at the clinic, you go home, you wash it off after 8 hours, they give you a special sort of wash and a very sort of, I think, neutral moisturiser to put on afterwards, and then the peeling starts. And, it takes, I'd say, prepare for about a week of downtime. So that's the Cosmelan peel, and that's something to look into for melasma.
Okay, fantastic. Right, and now we were going to talk about cheaper skincare products.
Yes, so there are, you don't have to spend a fortune to look great. There are some really great options out there. Adela, have you heard of Beauty Pie?
I've never heard of Beauty Pie.
Okay, so Beauty Pie is the newest creation from a lady called Marcia Kilgore, who set up Bliss Spa.
Oh wow!
Fit Flop, Soap and Glory. She is like the Steve Jobs of the beauty world.
Amazing.
She's incredible, and basically Beauty Pie she's gone to all the top Swiss factories that make all the sort of, I'm not going to name brand names,
yes,
might get into trouble, but all the super duper, think about a very expensive Swiss cream.
Yes.
Anyway, so she's got exactly the same formulations, but she's cut out all the middlemen. So she's bringing you beauty products at very good quality, but at a very affordable price.
Amazing.
And the idea is you join the club and you sign up, you pay £10 a month, and you have to join for 3 months. It's beautypie.com. And then you have these amazing products available to you. So for example, this is one of my favorites. This is the Juju Overnight Moisture Super Infusion.
So sorry, do you have to pay for this on top of the £10 a month?
So you pay a £10 fee every month, and then this cream I think is about £7.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is like a £70 cream for £7. So this is the Plantastic Micro Peeling Super Drops, and you would use these probably about twice a week at night on a clean dry skin, or if you're battling a breakout, maybe a little bit more.
So it's an exfoliant?
It's an exfoliant. You leave it on. It's works a bit like a Pac-Man. It goes around munching up all the dead skin cells at the top of your skin. It's good for people like me who've got rosacea, a little bit of rosacea going on. You don't want to be doing harsh scrubs with lots of granules. And this is £5.22. I mean, this.
Wow.
It's like a sort of £50 product. So this is a great product. But the whole Beauty Pie range, they have all sorts of products for all different skin types. So I'd really recommend checking out beautypie.com.
Okay.
So So the next brand I want to talk about is called The Ordinary, and it's anything but ordinary.
Wow.
It's bringing high quality, high performance ingredients at low price points into skincare.
We love that.
This is The Ordinary. The vitamin C suspension, 30% in silicone.
Oh, I love vitamin
And
C.
it's basically, it's L-ascorbic acid, which is a form of vitamin C, which is the most stable. I mean, vitamin C is very hard to stabilize. Lots of products have vitamin C, but you kind of open it and you wonder after a month or two, is it still active? This is going to be doing the job. I mean, you should probably use this up. This will probably last 2 months. But if you just say it was hanging around longer, it would still be active. It costs £4.90.
Incredible.
I think it's incredible.
Oh
and
my
you would use
God.
this, I mean, this is a skin brightening product.
Oh, wow.
So it's for people that are a little bit older or have a sallow skin, want to brighten it up. You'd use it morning and night.
Right.
You might experience a little tingling sensation when you first use it.
Oh, yummy.
But for me, in the winter months especially, when you're feeling a bit grey, I love this.
Fabulous.
This is called Buffet, and it's literally like the buffet.
A facial buffet.
It's like, I don't know, the buffet at the most extravagant hotel you've ever been to in your life, but it only costs £12.70. And it's packed with peptides and amino acids. It's tackling all the signs of aging, so fine lines, wrinkles, boosting collagen.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you could drink it, you would.
That's
You
perfection
can't.
in a
You can't,
bottle,
by the
isn't
way.
it?
It's
Perfection.
lovely. But that's another great brand to know about. They have a whole range of products at great price points. So if you're looking to save money, check out The Ordinary.
So we hope you enjoyed today's episode by the Beauty Blondes. We are going to talk about in another episode something that a lot of people have asked us about, which is like food that goes off, like your food that goes off, skincare also goes off. So we're going to be talking about that in depth in another episode. Anyway, we'd like to sign off and say goodbye and hope you enjoyed it and look forward to the next one.
Stay tuned.